everyone, it's Jean from the Inky Owl Studio. Welcome, welcome. This is part 2 in a series of process videos that I'm doing, putting together a steampunk folio journal. And so we'll get started. I wanted to share with you this awesome zipper pocket. It is so cool. That's just really neat. This comes from Crafttree. She did a tutorial on how to make these. So I'm going to link that down below because it's her idea and it's her story to tell. So please visit her to see how you make this. And you end up, after you follow a tutorial, you end up with a template that you can use for any kind of pocket, for any of the zipper pockets that you want to do. You end up with a template. You only have to make it once. And then you can just put it on whatever pocket, any size pocket you want, as long as it's, this size or larger. And this is kind of a typical size, I think, that will fit in most. Let's see, my template is 4 by 5. It's a 4 by 5 template, and I think it will probably work for most pages and journals. And so this particular pocket is going to eventually go here in this section, but I am making one for here, but I'm going to alter it just a little bit. I'm going to do something just a little different. It's not going to be with a zipper. It's going to be a different look to it. And in addition, I am adding some I want there to be more room in the pocket. I don't want it to be flat, so I'm adding these flaps here to it. And so essentially what I did was I measured, the size of pocket I wanted. Then I added 3/4 of an inch all the way around and scored it. So that's what I did initially. And then for your, you can use your template and set it in here. And you just set it in the middle. Okay. And you're going to get a pencil, and you'll probably want to do this on the wrong side, but you're just going to take the pencil like that, and you know that this is where you need to cut for what you want to do. So I'm going to cover this first with some paper before I do the rest of it. So I've covered it with the paper that I want, and on the back side is my V that I'm going to be cutting out. But what I want to do different for this one, instead of a zipper, I'm going to add eyelets all the way down each side. And I have the mini, teeny weeny, hard to handle eyelets there that I'm going to be using. I suppose you could use any size, but that's the size that I'm using. So I want them to be spaced evenly, of course. And I guess the best way that I know to do it is to, first of all, think about where you want the eyelet to be. And I thought about, how far did I want it to be from the edge? And once I laid it there and, determined it, I marked a little mark there. To recap, I determined how far from the line I wanted them, and then I drew a faint line to make sure they were in a row this way. And then I recommend starting from the bottom. Well, no, I don't. Actually, I think starting from the top would be good. And come down where you want to start, and then measure each of these dots the equal amount. And there you go. So I think that's going to work good. That wasn't too confusing, but it's pretty self-explanatory when you start to do that, I think. So I am just going to come in here really fast and give this a trim just along here. There we go. That I'm going to bend that down a ways. Get my little guy and come in here. Alrighty. Okay, and you do need to ink before you glue it into your page, because it will be hard to ink it, you know, later on. Now comes the holes, putting the holes in. So I'm going to take my Crop-It out. Now you could actually, you know, just poke a hole in it because it's so tiny. Probably be all right that way. But might as well use this tool that I bought, right? May as well use it. So I'm going to start putting my holes in all the way down here. I'm also using that line I drew to kind of line up the hole by putting it in the middle of that. Okay. It's a little, just a little awkward, but not too bad. It can be done. Alrighty, there we go. So there are the holes in there, and you probably don't need to see me put in every eyelet. Let me just put in one eyelet here to kind of give a sense of how it's going to look. Yeah, you could do this. I mean, it'd be fun to put in different colors of eyelets and stuff. Wouldn't that be fun? Oh, this thing is starting to not do right. Well, that was a bad demonstration, wasn't it? That one did not turn out well. Yeah, I was thinking, I don't have red, but that might have been a fun color to put in here. There we go. I went ahead and finished putting all the eyelets in. You did not need to see me fiddle around with these. But here they are. Fun, fun. Looks so neat. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lace this up like a bodice. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get my thread. And but you could use all kinds of things in here. I don't know, maybe this thread won't look good. Maybe I'll end up doing something different. But I'm just going to give this a try. It would look kind of cool if you had some really thin chain. That would look kind of fun too. Or, I don't know. I didn't think about what else you could use, but, or maybe some baker's twine. So it's just going to be like your sneakers. Yep, I'm going to lace them like your sneakers all the way up here. And I just thought this would look handy dandy. Just a little different than usual. You could also use two colors actually. That would be kind of neat. Maybe I'll do that, because this thread is just a tad bit thin. But maybe using a second color would be pretty cool, huh? Yeah. So I do this all the way up. Yeah, I knew a guy who used to work in a shoe place, and he said that there was a method to lacing athletic shoes in a way that was most comfortable. Of course, I have forgotten what that is, but I guess there must be a way, huh? All right. Put this one here. It's the one that did not get in perfect, but it's okay. There. Oh, how fun is that? And I really think, because this is kind of thin, I would really think I would glue it down on the other side. Yeah, or put tape in it or something to keep this down, because it's wants to get loose from there. So let me see if I can find some tape nearby. Yep, here we go. A little bit of masking tape, just to keep it from going out. There we go. A little bit there. Let's get that off. Oh, this tape is just not doing well, is it? There we go. There's a bigger piece there. And I'll put down a piece like this. Okay. All right. Isn't that cute? That is so nifty. I am thinking though that, I don't know, we'll see. I am thinking about needing another color in there. But there it would be right here. Glued in just like this. Oh, how fun, how fun. And you need to, of course, come down here and take out this excess. There. And you always want to glue the bottom flap down last so your cards don't catch on it when you put them in. And of course we're going to need a little bit of inking around these edges. Like so. Yeah, I thought this would be really nice. I'm really enjoying trimming. Oh, and don't know if I showed you this or not, but yeah, I'm enjoying trimming different pages with this particular print because it kind of coordinates it, and I think it just adds a little bit of femininity to it, just a little bit. Alrighty, so that is going to look awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, so I have to determine where I'm going to put this. I do kind of like this down there, so yeah, might be putting it in like so, but that's going to look really cool. To go today, I just wanted to catch you up on where I've gotten so far with this. I put magnets in on this side, and there is a little envelope here with a little journaling space in there, and I really wanted to leave this open because I love this image and I think it looks really, really nice. I'm really happy using this damask-like type of pattern, and I'm sort of trimming it out a little bit with it. And here is the pocket that we worked on today, and I have some, you know, pretty cool journaling cards to go inside there. And over here I put in a couple little magnets and pull downs for journaling on each side, and these little cards for journaling here. Alrighty, and then in here I put in these pockets using this trim again with some more journaling cards slipped inside there, and a place to journal over here. Now I did want to point out that with this flap here, I should have put in a tiny spine on the flap here and on the flap here. In other words, I should have put in a little spine like this along here and along this part. It would have been easier. It still works, but it doesn't work as well if I had left like a little bit more room, but it still closes and everything. So I just thought I'd bring that out in case you were going to make one, just kind of make you aware of that. I ended up putting probably more in here than I anticipated. And the second thing I would have done too is I would have built up, I would have done everything on the inside first before I put the magnets on the outside. Now I thought about that for the outside, but for some reason I didn't think about that for in here. So that's the only thing different that I would be doing. So now I just have this left to do. And so next week or next time I will finish up working on these parts, and then start getting into the decoration of it, which I'm kind of looking forward to. And so yes, thanks a lot for viewing, and please subscribe so you can see how this progresses, and see the finished product when I get it all done. Have a great and crafty day. Bye.